Okay, so this video should be fairly quick. We're just looking at the Tools and History tab. Now, set range to selection, we look back in part 2, so check back there. This is for reducing a range to a given selection to narrow a range to go to the turn and the river. That's done here in the Tools tab. You can also do it up here. Both these options, in fact, are available up in the menu as well. This export range to equity calculator, I think we also showed before back in the pre-flop mode, in fact, and again you can just export a range complete, grouped or ungrouped, or if you have a range selected you can set then group 1, export it to your chosen equity calculator. You can define which equity calculator you want to use by options set external equity calculator. Right now Equilab, Slice and PokeStove are available. When you select one, it will try and automatically find the location of the program, but if it can't, then it will give you the option to find the exe file if you've installed it in a not the default location. So that's pretty much the tools. Finally, we're just going to look at the history tab. This is a really useful complete history of all changes you've made in your Combonator session. Every alteration, manipulation is stored in a line here, and you can quickly jump back to any point. This is going back in the tutorials that I've just been doing. Instantly jumps to a point. That's really useful, because there's no preview if you do an auto selection. But with this, you can, do it, and if you don't like it, you just undo. So here you get the full list of things. You can see which point you want to jump that back to, but you have just the standard undo redo. It tells you exactly what you're undoing and redoing, and as it says here, it's got the default Control Z, Control Y, so you can really quickly, just run back through, and you can just hold it back down, run back to points super fast. We may as well just wrap up the whole video here because there's not really too much more to say. We'll just go through the menu options, so we have a totally exhaustive reference of the Combonator. We've done the edit menu, undo and redo. In the file menu, obviously new just starts a whole new analysis and wipes everything you've done. All analyses can be saved to .combo files, which are just small. I think they're like 20-30K. You can just save it and then you can reload it. You can double click on a .combo file. If I could just demonstrate that, let's just save this to my desktop, test.combo. I can just bring that into the frame here. You can drag and drop that into the grid and it'll load up. You can also double click on the file and actually load up a separate Combonator program. It won't overwrite what you were previously doing. So these Combonator files can be emailed and shared with other people, and yeah, there you go. So they have the basic save as. Save to image file is the same option in the overview. Save grid to image just saves a PNG file. Toggle output obviously toggles the output window. Now by default we have auto show and hide output, and that will do when you go into pre-flop mode. It hides the output because it's not so useful and it toggles it. But if you don't like that behavior, you can just turn it off and it will stay fixed. Then you can just use F2 to switch on and off. The advantage of doing this is not just for display, but if you've actually got it hidden, then it won't run all the calculations in the background. So if you're doing big manipulations and it's slowing down for any reason, then you can, if you hide the output window, then it's going to be very snappy and instant, everything you do. That's probably more useful for slower computers. Exit, obviously, I'm sure you've worked out that one. I think we've gone through all options. Show grid lines just changes the hand grid, shows some grid lines basically. Show tips shows that this is on by default. It shows the tool tips. Once you've learned how everything works, you probably want to turn this off before it gets too annoying. The tools is just duplication of the tools, and the help is the help. If you are a pro user and you want to contact support via email, just come into the help and go copy license details to clipboard. Then if you paste that into an email to me, then I'll know that you're a registered user. So there we go. That completes our full Combonator tutorial. I think we've exhaustively gone through all the options in Combonator version 1.5. I'm planning another section of another group of videos where we're going to be going through Combonator in use and actually using it for real poker hands. But hopefully this has been a good reference for pretty much all the tools available to you in the software right now. Alright, give yourselves a big pat on the back for completing this, and I hope you enjoy the Combonator and make good use of it. Okay, thanks for watching.